Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today is BookList Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay at Lindsay's Little Library, and every Thursday we bring you some sort of list or book topic that we feel like talking about for the week. And this week, we are doing our 5-star prediction follow-up. We worked with Chloe this time, and her channel is always booked. I'll leave both of them linked down below for sure. And we picked the word hyped to kind of pick our books for this round of our 5-star predictions for July and August. Okay, here we go. I didn't read a single one of these. Okay. I had picked The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Definitely a hyped book, one of her more popular ones, and I own a couple of her books now that I would really like to read, so I wanted to go with this one because it is one of the more popular ones. Didn't read it. The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. Definitely a hyped book to the point where it was self-published, which is what I have here. It has now been traditionally published, and from here on out is being published traditionally. So they republished these as well. But very, very, very hyped series. I definitely am excited to read this one. And Binding 13 by Chloe Welch, which I did start. I started this when I went to visit Jen in July, but I got a whole 12 pages in and have not gone back to it. Now, what am I even doing here, right? That's what you're asking. It's fine. What am I even doing here? Here's what happened. Okay. I got a job and I started towards the end of July. I did start my job. I really wanted to try to get at least 2 of these read before I started my job. I did not. And then I started my job and I have almost no time for reading right now. I'm able to read, but when I do start reading, I get really tired really quickly. So it's taking me forever to finish books right now. I know this is not a permanent state of being. I know that this is temporary until I get used to everything. It's just a new normal for me, and I'm going to have to get used to that. And I got to a point where, okay, I had 5-star predictions. I had books I was reading for live shows that I'm doing with people, read-alongs that I'm doing with people. And I just kind of looked at everything and said, okay, something has to go. Like something has to give. I can't do all this right now because these 2 are ginormous. And I picked them. Nope. So I had to let something go, and this was the one that I was letting go because while I still want to read all these and they're going to go right back on my shelves until I'm ready, some of the other books I was reading, I had like commitments as far as I'm doing live shows for these books and I need to read them so I can talk about them live on YouTube. That was a little bit more important as far as priorities for me. And now I still have some other books that are priorities as well that I still have not gotten to, and I'm struggling with that as well. Just some things I need to play a little bit of catch up on, and I'm going to have to really look at my reading every month and set my priorities for sure. I also find myself in the 5-star prediction situation where I wait too long to start them, and then I'm stressed and struggling at the end to finish them. I don't know why I do it, guys, but I do it every time. And every single time I'm like, stop it. Start them earlier, Sarah. As soon as, we pick something, I need to get started on one right away. And then, at the halfway point, start another one. And then a week later, start another one, so that's what I need to start doing. I need to be more like Lindsay in that. Lindsay's very good about, starting right away and, doing all that. So that's something that I'm going to think about for next time, for sure. I'm also not going to pick really long books because I know that in this season right now, long books are going to take me forever. And so if I have a deadline on something, I need to not pick a long book. I need shorter books for sure. So that's something I need to think about as well. And yeah, so that's why I haven't read them. I definitely just ran out of time, ran out of energy. and just had to make a hard decision. So that's what it was. But that's okay. I'll read them another time. I'm still very excited to read them. And, Binding 13, I did start it, so I don't want to put it back on my shelves necessarily to not finish anytime. But this is as far as I got, and look how big it is. It's a really, really big book, but I did really like what I read. So I'll say that. So I'm still going to keep this on the top of my TBR cart and see if I can, kind of slowly chip away at this one. Because I was really enjoying it. So, here we are. I don't think I've ever not read them. At least one. I know I've had one, I think fairly recently, where I read one and then DNF'd two of them, but I at least tried. I'm not DNFing any of these. I'm not able to read them right now. So it's very interesting. This whole, going back to work full time is just a big adjustment. So I'm trying to give myself grace where I can and where it's easy to give grace. It's not always easy for me to do that for myself. So, but yeah. All right. There we go. So if you haven't heard about me talking about my job, I did do a video recently where I talked about the first couple of weeks and what it was like and what I'm responsible for and what I'm doing and everything. So I'll link that down below if you guys missed it. I just put it up recently, but in case you wanted to see a little bit more detail. But in that one, I talked about how I'm going to talk more about the reading side of it and how I'm struggling with that in a different video. And that's right now. Just the time. And then when I do have time to read, I'm falling asleep almost immediately. So that's why it's taken me a long time to finish books right now. But it's going to be an adjustment period. I'll get used to it and I'll find those pockets of time that I can read. I'm still just kind of trying to keep everything straight right now at this point and kind of find my new routine. So, all right. That's it. So make sure you go check out Lindsay and Chloe because I know that they read their books and I'm excited to watch what their results were. And we will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.